Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My travel vlogging career has officially ended after my Indonesia trip. So I'm back to making videos about living abroad, studying abroad and all of it. When I say abroad, I mean US, not Indonesia. No jokes. If you're landing on my channel through this video, I'm an MSCS student at ASU and I make vlogs. I plan on making some podcasts, studying in ASU, studying computer science, studying tech, being in the tech space and everything that comes around with it. So if you're not subscribed, do consider subscribing. You know I'm on F1B visa, so I can't monetize my channel. The number of subscribers and the number of views is the only ego boost that I can get. So let me have my dopamine. Anyway, moving on to the video. Basically, a lot of people will be moving in the fall semester. A lot of Indians will be moving, and I got a few questions. When I say few, I mean like 10, 20 maybe, not more than that. My channel has 1500 subscribers. The question is where to open an account, what kind of account to open, and everything that comes along with it. Quick video. I'll try to keep it short and share like few pointers and compare checking accounts. So basically, just to start with, a checking account and savings account are two different things in the US. So a checking account is used for transactions, day-to-day transactions, and a savings account is more for long-term saving which has an interest attached with it. So a checking account is a deposit account which you use to pay for everyday expenses, like I said, and a savings account is like a piggy bank. It's a secure bank account meant to hold and protect your money for future. What you initially want to do is open a checking account. Opening a savings account is up to you. I think most banks generally give a savings account along with your checking account, but here are some things to consider when you're opening one. Questions to help you choose a checking account. Does this account have a monthly? This is one of the most important pointers and I'm going to talk about this in a bit. Is there a minimum account balance requirement? What's the overdraft policy? Blah blah blah. What other fees apply? And in this you should probably consider interest rate. I don't think anybody cares about the savings account much from like a F1 student standpoint. Is minimum deposit required to open this account? Does this fee have monthly maintenance? So if you're an international student and your age is 17 to 24, then you should probably open a student's checking account. So something that Chase has. When I reached the US, I was already 25, so I did not qualify for this. If you are 18 to 24, which I think applies for most people, this is where you should come. Chase college checking. I think they're giving out $100 off. It's for ages 17 to 24. It doesn't require a social security number and these required documents. So if I open the documents, this is what you want to for non-US permanent resident without a green card. So you basically need your passport and you need your I-20. These are the two documents that you need to open it. There is no maintenance fee and Chase is one of the best banks because of the services. I think Zelle is inbuilt. Actually, Zelle is inbuilt in most of the banks, but it's just that I've seen most people opt for Chase. The second is Wells Fargo, which also some people do. I think second to Chase. Wells Fargo also has a similar student and teen checking, which you can check out right here. It's for 17 to 24 college students. No monthly service fee charge for 17 to 24. So very similar. And the third is Bank of America, which again has a similar account. No monthly maintenance fee for students under 25. So basically, to sum up, you can opt for one of these three banks. Chase is generally the most preferred one. And if you are below 25, you do not have to care about any maintenance fees. Now, what happens if you're above 25? Now, if you're above 25, you qualify for a normal checking account. I think it's called a total checking account in some bank. The name can be different, but there is a maintenance fee attached with it. The maintenance fee can be waived off given some conditions. So let me just show you the Chase website, and similar conditions are applicable on even like Wells Fargo and BofA and everything else. So yeah, like I mentioned, Chase has Chase Total Checking, which has a monthly service fee of $12, but this can be waived off basically, or $0, which one of the following monthly statement period. So in a month, you either need a 500 ACH basically deposit, or you need a balance at the beginning of each day. So every day, like minimum balance should be 1500, or I think an average beginning day balance. Okay, so if it goes down below, for example, let's say one day it goes below 1500, then the average beginning day balance should be 5000. So if you qualify for one of these three, then your monthly service fee will be waived off. The issue with this is generally people won't have on-campus jobs initially, so you won't qualify for this. This is the easiest one because this, I think international students won't have this. Even I was considering getting a Chase Total Checking, but the issue is that if you leave your on-campus, let's say, or if you're transitioning, or if you're, let's say, if your on-campus job is, let's say your lab gets dissolved or whatever, right? Your lab gets out of funding, or let's say you're a grader and then in the gap you do not have that job. Basically, if you do not have that 500 incoming ACH, and it has to be ACH, it can't be deposited from like your friend's account. If that doesn't happen, then you'll be charged the $12 monthly. So this is why I did not take the total checking account. Like, I did not work in the summer, so if like I would have been charged the $12 because I did not have that 500 incoming ACH deposit. It's generally prudent to not get a total checking account unless you want to pay for it, of course. There are similar total checking accounts even for Wells Fargo. I think this is the everyday checking, which has $10 of monthly fees, multiple ways to avoid, 500 minimum daily balance. So Chase was 1500, this is 500 or more in total qualifying electronic. This is same, or this basically. Then you won't need any of this if you're this would qualify for like a student checking account. And even BOFA would have something like this. Conditions would slightly differ. Like you saw, Wells Fargo had a 500 minimum balance, where Chase had a 1500. But most of them have generally a 500 incoming ACH deposit, or this basically 2 or 3 conditions. However, like I said, it won't work for most people who are above 24, so it's just better to get for ASU there is MidFirst Bank, which is the bank that I personally use, and it has no conditions or anything. It has no monthly fees because I think it's the official bank of ASU. So I think even other schools will have. I was talking to a friend with who is going to CMU, and he mentioned a bank. I forgot the name, but generally there will be these small banks. I don't mean credit unions, but I mean small banks. Credit unions are generally to be avoided because they don't provide a lot of services. Like if you have to do like Zelle or anything, these are generally inbuilt in all of these apps. Zelle is basically transferring money from one person to another. It's like GPay in India. So all of these features I don't think are provided by credit union. I haven't done a lot of research, so might be like take it with a grain of salt. So final verdict, if you're a student below 25, I would go for Chase if I were you. If not, then if you're going to ASU, go for MidFirst. If you're going elsewhere, just check whichever bank gives you like a free service, no monthly maintenance fees. So go for that bank until you have like a job, and then you can obviously get a Chase total checking account or whatever, Wells Fargo or BOFA. That was this video. I'll keep it short because attention span. But if you found this helpful, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.